Alright, what's up, guys? This is take number 2. Had to cut the last one short because nature called. Uh, but anyways, so I was just kind of going through how I choose books and stuff. I went ahead and bought these 2 books. If you can, like, as I'm hovering over these, I'm just looking at the keeper charts and seeing if they look promising. Like, see how these keeper charts, the black line stays high, green lines are hitting consistently, not like super consistently compared to some products, but for books, this is hitting pretty consistently. And so this is something I wanted to look into. Clicked into it. My first reaction was, okay, we got 84, and then the 84 price is FBM order, and that is the buy box right now. So I'm thinking, okay, what's prime offers? There aren't. That's why this high price for FBM has the buy box, because there is no prime offers. So if I buy this book and I put it at 84, I'll probably get the buy box. If I got it right now, things could change, But if I bought this book for what's that, 2040, and then I said, once I go live with it, I'll probably have the buy box, and no matter what price I put it at, even if I went a little bit higher than this, but I'll probably go a little bit lower, put it at 80, just because I want books to sell. I don't want I want them to sell through kind of fast. Maybe once I have my inventory up a little more, I'll be able to play with that. But right now I've got like 300 books, which, that's good enough for about a book a day, it seems, so far. But once I have my inventory closer to 1,000 books, then I'll be able to kind of squeeze every little bit out of it that I can. But as of right now, I want a little more sell-through rate. But that was my thought process on that. Is there's no prime offers, so I could jump in there and take advantage of that. Let's see here. And then I bought this book. I think kind of the same reason. I think there was one buy box, or sorry, one prime offer. Yeah, one right here. And then if we filter it, yeah, only one person, that's FBA. So I'm going to be able to price it at this point, or if they're not on there, whenever I get it in, I can price a little higher. So I bought it $13.29. If I sell it at 45, a little lower ROI than you usually like to go with, but I went ahead and pulled the trigger on it. I'm needing to kind of relax my 100% ROI minimum. It's I just need to get my spend up more than anything. I got money that I need to be spending. So this right here, this Apex Media, like they're gonna hog the buy box. They've got such crazy high ratings that they're 100% positive rating. Like, they're kind of as they say, Apex Media. They're the Apex sellers, in the book industry. So if you're coming up against them, especially if they have a few copies, I would stay away from it. Just especially with this one, it doesn't sell like crazy. They only had 3 copies, but those 3 copies, they could have the buy box for months, And some people would be willing to, tough that out. But yeah, I'm not gonna sit around and wait that long. So let's see what this one's about. Whenever the used price, 75. See, this is already pretty promising. Like, it's very good. $9.99 plus $4.30. So we're looking at, what is that? 15.29. Go ahead and put that in there so I don't forget it. $15.29 is what I'm going to end up paying after everything's said and done. Let's see here. So see how this is the used line. As you can see, it like comes in and out of stock pretty quickly. I love seeing that. Whenever something is struggling to stay in stock, that means it's selling. There's quite a big demand for it. And look at this. It's selling at $179 here, $139, $81, $79, $75. Any of those prices. It's amazing. So right now it's at 75. So if I get it at 75, that's still a crazy amount of ROI. So this is something I'm for sure going to pull the trigger on. Let's see. Go ahead and go for it. Because there's only one other Prime offer. 78 ratings. And it'll probably sell out before I even get it in, just because of the lack of inventory. So I'm almost positive that it'll sell pretty quickly. See the checkout. Oh shoot, I'm math wrong, I think. Place the order, come back here. It was $14.29. I think I put $15.29. Yeah, it's $14.29. Mathing in the morning is dangerous for me. We'll say 75. I'll try to squeeze out a little more on this one, just because it doesn't stay in stock very well. Probably put it at 100, see if I can sell it. Keep deals, maybe. Oh yeah, I did a double on accident earlier. I need to go in here and delete them. There we go. Let's see here. This one right here. And it looks like I've got two buys for today so far. Those two that I had mentioned earlier. I've been keeping track of my spending most days, but some days there's just so many deals that I'm just trying to buy whatever I can. That's kind of most days, honestly. Buying as many things as I can. I've been using the profit first method, so my business is finally kind of feeding off of itself. The profit first accounting method is what I'm talking about. So my business is kind of like feeding off itself, but I did get a loan, and I'm just kind of it's $10,000 loan, and I'm just kind of using that for my traditional OA products, stuff that sells really fast. Books, I'm kind of looking at the long tail stuff. Sorry, my nose started to bother me. For books, I'm looking at the long tail stuff. Like, I'm wanting to have that. Every now and then I just get a big old sale, but there's a caveat to that. I'm looking for the high price books to sell. Like yesterday, I got, I don't know, lack of a better word, I got beat up by some one return, I should say. I got beat up by one return. This book I bought, I don't know, probably for like $20, probably maybe less, I can't remember. Anyways, I bought it for super cheap, and then I sold it for $170. And I was like, oh my god, made like $99 of profit. And man, when that happened, I was on fucking cloud nine. But it got returned yesterday, and oof, did that hurt. Oh man, yeah, I went from having a dang good month personally to hurting really bad. Not really bad. It just hurts to see that type of thing. But that is the name of the game, like you're selling. because I did look at that book before, because I'm trying to like keep track of all the books that I bought and sold and stuff. And Amazon did jump on that. So if you were to buy a book that book for $170, and then um, jump on now, Apex Media, of course, jump on now and look at it, you would be like, what the heck? I can buy it for like, I can't remember. It was Amazon was on it. It was like something stupid cheap that didn't even compare to what, $170. I mean, like, that's kind of a no brainer. Like, you're like, okay, if I do a return, I'll get like $100 back. It's, that's kind of hard to say no to. If I was a buyer, I'd probably do the same thing. So, and you are taking advantage of stuff like this money game where you're trying to build wealth. It doesn't come easy. It doesn't come. People aren't gonna just like, oh, you want to be rich? Here's my money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to, as they say, take that money, take their money, and it's not. People hear that and they think of a negative thing. Like, you're robbing them. Like, no, they're willingly giving me their money, but I have to find a way for them to willingly do that. I can't just, tell them, hey, I want money, and then give me money. It's not how it works. You have to find a way to get people to give you money. And, you know, as the rich would say, find a way to take their money. Um, it's definitely like, I want to be a rich person, like, but it's in some people's eyes, it's, I don't know, greedy to want to be a rich person, or even some people, they just straight out hate the rich. But I don't. I want to be the rich, So I'm a person that looks at someone like Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk, and I idolize that. I want to be that, I don't vilify them by any means, because I understand, you know, well, I guess I understand their desire to be where they're at. I don't understand how they got there or anything, obviously, because uh, I don't know nothing about rockets or PayPal or none of that. But I will um, sell some books. That is, I mean, I guess that's where Jeff got his start. But who who knows how like, he had to have taken a huge risk starting off where he's at. Hey, my bad. I thought my kid got woke up, but just the wife. Anyways, let's see here. Um, let's see. I could get it at, well, it's acceptable. Yeah. Goodwill kind of undervalues their condition of their books, so sometimes I will pull the trigger on these. But I mean, it's going to be a total of 871. So I mean, at an acceptable, shoot, it's pretty good ROI, but looks like 36, 33, looks like 32 might even be where we sell that. Still pretty good ish, but I'm gonna pass on this one. I don't want to pull that trigger quite yet. Let's look at Flipmine. Flipmine is, I don't know, I'm still learning it. I want to get better at doing these. There's so many different ways to look for books, though. Like, I was watching, I looked up a Joji Davenport video, and about Flipmine, and it seems that he's doing kind of what I want to do. Look for the the bigger sellers that the little longer tailed may sit for a while type of thing. Um, so I kind of copied his method pretty much. But then I saw like a comment that someone put on there like, hey, why don't you look for like, you know, books that are where you're not making like crazy ROI. You're just buying a whole bunch of books that you'll get like $2 back on or something, you know. So I mean, you can go the bulk book route. Um, to me, I instead of having like a fast selling book, I'd rather have a fast selling like traditional way product, and then have like the books be the supplement that, you know, every now and then you get a good hit on. But that's just my opinion. I mean, I'm trying to do the hybrid method, not where I'm doing traditional way and books, not just one or the other. Because if you've watched my other videos, I've told this several times. Like I started with books, going to the Goodwills and garage sales and all that, and I was taking advantage of those $2 books and stuff for a good year and some months. And then I realized that books kind of, they take dips, you know, like you'll do really good in August, December, January, November, you know, but then there's like February, March are low months, and then there's like a month or two in the fall time where you got a low month or two. And I was like, well, I need to figure out how to um, get out of that, or stop those low periods for the books. So I jumped right into traditional OA, and I stopped buying any books. In which, in my opinion, I don't think you should do that. I think you should, you know, do both. Do both for a while until you've, you know, not exhausted, until you've got enough money to, or enough products to jump to the other. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm doing books like Goodwill and stuff, then I'll continue to do books, but I'm also going to start adding in OA products. Because, man, whenever I jumped from one to the other, my, whatchamacallit, my income dropped significantly. It was because, you know, I wasn't, let's drop it down to 40. I wasn't keeping the flow of money going, you know, and for me starting out selling, I didn't really know. Kind of was just learning as I go. Because I mean, I've had sales jobs, but nothing like with experience of how to sell on the back end or anything. And so I'm pretty much just had to learn this whole selling thing from the ground up, like reselling thing, I guess. Um, when I started doing this Amazon thing back in, it was, I think, 2021. So it's been a little over 2 years now. Let's see here. What do we got? 28. Doesn't look like there's any prime offers. It's low rating. Like sometimes with these bigger sellers though, I feel like they're like, they don't even care about like people getting on and you know, giving them a crap rating, and they won't even try to like take it out or anything. Let's see, this is 6, so 727 is what I'll be buying it for. 7.27, and right now it looks like 30, 35. We'll say the low would be 30, still 100% ROI, but we could get for 35. So yeah, pull the trigger. It's good. Might as well. C2 checkout. Place the order. Yeah, some of those like lower costing books, I usually try to. I usually try to use my points to get them for free, but I kind of want to build the points up a little bit for a while. Let's see, 727. We'll say I could sell for 35. Since there's no other Prime offers, I feel like that's a good possibility. Keep product finder. Easy purchased. Alright. It's number 3 book for this morning. Home. Marvel, I'm pretty sure I'm gated in. Like some of them. Like, it's weird. Some Marvel books are cool with me selling them, some aren't. Kind of like textbooks, I guess. Like Marvel would be the one to IP complaint you or something. I don't know how. I heard that the companies will buy your book sometimes and see if it's counterfeit or whatever, and I'm sure that they'll strike it down even if it isn't a counterfeit. Not real sure how that works. Do know that you want to be a little careful with buying books though that are sketchy like that. Like Pearson, you always want to check out. McGraw-Hill, I hear, all that stuff. Never had any issues with buying textbooks and stuff, but I have heard that there are issues before, or have been issues before. There is a site, I can't remember which site, but you can check out like the percentage rate of counterfeit, how often a book is possible to be counterfeit. That's a cool book. Sometimes I'm like, ooh, I might want to read that book. I live in Colorado, and whenever I go up to the mountains, I just think of this time back in the day, like how people survived. Because if anybody's ever spent a night in the mountains camping or something, you realize how unforgiving the mountains can be. It'd be insane to be going through the mountains on wagon. It's like, how do they do it? Shelby, AC Cobra. I think I bought this book already. Yeah, I bought this book already. So if I buy a book already and it's like still available, I'm gonna wait and see if it does sell. I don't want to. I was going when I was first starting this journey with book buying online. I was going a little deep on books, buying a whole bunch of them, but I don't think that that's the way to do things at the beginning, at least. There's like if I've like sold a book and like, oh man, that was fast. Number one, number two, made really good profit and money on it. Then yeah, I'll go for it again and go a little deeper. There's one DVD that I sold. I bought for like I think $12, and then sold for $99. And so I went on and eBay, and I found a person in Australia at first that was selling 10 of them brand new. And I was like, yes. It took I think I got it for 15 each. Took like a month, or is taking a month to get here. But went ahead and bought like an individual one as well for a little more, like $16, and then I bought another one, another 8 of them from Texas, which I already have. I got those pretty quick, and I bought those for a little less than the single one. I think it was like 15 something. But I've got like 20 some, coming in and going, and also going towards Amazon, FBA. So we'll see how those go. Looks like this one already got swooped up. You can see the price was down here, and someone's already taken advantage of it. I'm going to track this, though. Look at this. Look how many times this thing goes down. Right. That's 365, 365. Yeah, this is obviously a book that I want to track, because the lowest price is pretty high usually. If I can get it under $10, it's no brainer. That. And this, I mean, anytime I see a book that consistently gets a low price on it, I'm going to come in here. I set the use price at, whatever I want it to be. I could even put this at 15, but I'm going to do 10. I like to make these as solid as possible. That way I'm not just getting emails for lame ass, book. Like if I get an email for an acceptable and it's pretty high, price, it's like, I shouldn't have got that email. I want to get an email whenever I'm like, oh, okay, we got to check this out real quick. That's why I make it pretty stringent. And then now this book, let's check eBay out. And if there's like a new copy, you'll be able to see that here. I'm always checking that. I don't like buying old copies and stuff. And then of course you want to check to make sure you're eligible and stuff. Let's see. What am I doing? Sorry, I had a brain fart there. There we go. That's what I was doing. So 122. Yeah, no. They know the value of this book over here. So we'll just leave that at tracking that book. Super. A lot of these books I've seen over and over again, because I'm doing along the same lines of the same search criteria. When you do that, you see quite a bit of the same books every day. This one's new. 44, 47. Get it 802. Unacceptable though. Oh, there's good. There's that. Let's see. Acceptable. We got very good. I might as well buy it from this person. Jensen Books, another big seller. Let's see how many prime offers we got here. We got one at 47. And they've probably got the buy box. Do they? Yep. Well, no. They don't even have the buy box. They might be priced a little higher than what Amazon deems good, so that's why they don't have the buy box. Yeah, it must be because this isn't like a super seller or anything. But so if we got this at $12, and then 42, 58. So I mean, if I sold it for even at like 39 for being conservative, yeah. But we'll say at the buy box at 44. Yeah. See. So yeah, I'll go ahead and pull the trigger on this. Add the cart. Proceed to checkout. Shoot. Now I'm like, am I eligible? I forgot to look at that. Yes, I am. Seller amp, like it's definitely geared more towards new products and stuff, but man, it makes sourcing so much easier with whenever you could just look at knock my deal over. Whenever you can just look at all the info right here, like are you eligible? How many times a month does it sell? That I don't really pay attention to much on books, but cost price, sell price, you can calculate all your stuff right here. This right here is the majority of what I use. Obviously, I like the Google Sheets aspect where it pulls the information over, but man, I don't think I would be able to source as fast if I didn't have Seller Amp. It's definitely a worthy tool to have. Haven't had many issues with it. I had to contact him one time because I wasn't pulling my information over, but it ended up being a me problem with having not really knowing how Google Sheets works and stuff. That's what like the main thing that got me. I like tried to pull information down and it was bringing information in way below where I wanted it. Anyways, I messed up, and the people, they were nice about it, but pretty much said, "Hey, dumbass, you got your information too low." And I was like, "Oh, my bad." Live and learn, though. Live and learn. Even if you look stupid, you're still learning. The only time you're actually stupid is whenever you're not trying. If you give up, that's whenever you look stupid. Let's see here. These criminal law, I call them the lawyer books and stuff. I'm all like nervous to go after them. I did one, and it hasn't moved whatsoever, and the price kind of tanked on it and stuff. And I'm just thinking maybe I had came in too late because I'm pretty sure there was a new version of it and stuff. And I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Delivered. No. So I'm gonna like I got it sorted through the sales rank, current sales rank. So as I'm going down, they're getting less and less interesting when it comes to the sales rank. Fundamental, destro. I mean, if I get too deep into this, I'll switch it to DVDs or CDs. CDs is something that I really, yeah. DVDs and CDs, I really do enjoy because it seems like there's not like a lot of competition. Like If you're going traditional way, tons of competition. You go to books, a little less competition, but still a popular place for people to start at. And then you go to DVDs, a little less competition, and then CDs. I feel like is the lowest competition when it comes to media. Maybe vinyl, just because vinyl's annoying to ship. But I've had really good success with DVDs and stuff. You should definitely try to do all of them. If you're gonna do like books and you're gonna try to build your capital up to where you can start investing in other things, go through all the media. That way, you're not just cornered into one area. That's where I got myself kind of caught up last time. This one I think is like a high school textbook. I looked at it before. It's definitely a because you can see like down here at the bottom right where the green lines they like dip down there in July, August, September right there. They dip down right there, and that's like where you can tell like if it's a high school book, which this one would probably be worth like buying now and then holding on to. I think I no, I didn't. I haven't yet. Let's look. So the year you see the dip right there. The price goes up. It's like 76. What's the lowest price right now? That's pretty low. But yeah, you can see it consistently dips down right at that time, the August time, August, September time. There's not a new version. Moving myself here. And then let's look at the Prime. So yeah, there's several Prime offers, but when you come over here, every time it dips down, it means the selling's going up. I see the used offer count's going up though. It's more than it's ever been, which concerns me. There's 40 of them. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna go for it. It could be worth it to buy that book, and for me, since I'm not using a prep center, hold on to it. Um, but I'm just not gonna do that right now. I'm gonna wait. But well, that's about it, guys. Just figured I'd get on here and show you how my morning sourcing's going. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Later.